welcome back to my channel. My name is Oma. For those who are new here, I am a Nigerian lifestyle blogger, a digital content creator, and I'm also a communications specialist. From the title of this video, you can tell that we're going to be talking about how to blog when you have a full-time job. I've been running a blog for as long as 7 years and 6 months plus. We will be 8 years, December 1, 2020. And in that time, I have always had some kind of job. Maybe not completely a 9-to-5 job, but I've also had to work for people as a freelancer and still run my blog side by side. Believe me when I tell you that having a freelance job or multiple jobs as a freelancer actually keeps you very and extremely busy, and running a blog is equally a full-time job. However, it is okay for you to start out treating the blog as a pet project, as a hobby that you're very passionate about, and just making sure that you put in some level of effort to see it grow to the extent that you want it to be. Currently, I have a 9-to-5, but thanks to COVID-19, the only good thing that COVID-19 has done for us is that a lot of companies are beginning to appreciate the fact that their staff can actually work remotely. So in that time, I've been working remotely, but that hasn't changed the fact that I'm still extremely busy and still trying to keep up with blogging. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few of the tips, not few, but 10 whole tips that I have been able to use in managing and sustaining my blog, especially now that I have a full-time job. Those who are on my mailing list, they already got the mini guide delivered straight to their inbox, and I'm doing you guys a favor. I have put a link to that guide in the description box as well as on the website, and every link that you want is right there in the description box. I also have my phone here where I have the mini guide, so I am going to be making reference to my screen as I talk to you about this point. Let's get straight into it. Since we have an entire mini guide, I am not going to spend so much time on each. Since we have an entire mini guide, I'm not going to spend so much time on each point. I'm just going to list it and maybe say a few things under each one. So the very first one is to set a goal. When you set a goal, it enables you to know where it is that you want to be, like what's the direction that you're heading to, and it just helps you to put things in perspective. So you know what it is that you're trying to achieve with your blog, and you know how you want to achieve what it is that you want to achieve with a blog. And if you read the mini guide, I did say that the best way to do this is to create a SMART goal. So it has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable and very realistic, and don't forget that every goal must be time bound. Just that specificity makes everything better. Number 2 is to create a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, it becomes extremely difficult to achieve anything. I have a to-do list, and my to-do list is extremely detailed. Like, I have every single thing I want to do there down to the very barest minimum, like what you would consider to be seemingly unimportant. I have it right there in my schedule, and I have it right there in my to-do list. So ensure that you have a schedule. And besides, something that you don't exactly make time for, you're not going to have time for it. So you need to create time to actually create content or actually do the things that will enable you to run your blog. Number 3 is to brainstorm content ideas. So now you have created a schedule, and it's time for you to actually work on your blog. The very first thing you should be thinking of doing is to brainstorm content ideas. The next point is to create content in batches. So you have brainstormed the content ideas, you already know what it is that you want to put out there on your blog. Why not create content in batches? So I'll give you an instance. Today, I have literally filmed a couple of things, and I have also been able to do a few things for the blog. And that's because I had a session earlier in the morning for Beauty Fest Africa, and I had this makeup on, and I thought I wasn't just going to let it go to waste. So I'm creating as much content as I can, making sure that I have everything set out for my blog. The next point is to schedule content. A lot of the CMS actually allows you to schedule content, so you don't exactly have to put out the content real time. Now, when I mentioned how you should create content in batches, please understand that it doesn't have to be perfect. You've just done like your first edit, you've just done the very first part of what it is that you're trying to create, and just schedule it. So when you put it on the back end and you're scheduling it, be aware of the date that you've scheduled it to go live, and also be aware of anything that you feel like is missing. So closer to the day when the content is eventually going to go live, you can go back in, make some edits, put your featured images. Maybe you want to leave it as draft until you have done all of that, but ensure that you schedule your content. So if you're busy when the content is supposed to go live, the content will just automatically go live on its own because you have actually scheduled it. So I already talked about the next point, which is to have a to-do list. Right after that, the next point is to not succumb to pressure. So just because you see XYZ blogger doing XYZ things, say they're creating 10 contents a week, 5, 7, do not succumb to that kind of pressure. Work with what is available to you and what you're most comfortable doing. The next point is to use productivity tools. I already mentioned this when I was talking about using creating a schedule. I think I mentioned it, but having productivity tools, and there are lots of productivity tools that can really help you to manage your blog, manage your social media accounts, manage cross promotion of the things that you put on your blog across all of your social media platforms. I mentioned a number of these in my ebook. If you haven't gotten my ebook yet, the link is in the description box. It costs just 5,000 naira, but there is a discount code, and if you actually head over to the website, you will find the discount and you can get 20% off. Make sure that you're a subscriber to this channel before you try to get the discounts. The next most important point, which is the 9th one, is to get help. You can't exactly do everything yourself, and you need to understand what your strengths are, what it is that you have time for, and delegate. So if you can afford it, get a blog editor, get someone to manage your social media pages. Just delegate and get help when you need help. And lastly, don't start your blog yet. Ironic, right? You do not exactly need your own blog on your own platform to actually take advantage of blogging or share your stories. Find platforms that are looking for guest contributors that actually ties into your vision or your niche and contributes on their platform. Maybe that would help you see if it's something that you exactly want to do for the long haul, and you can eventually start your own platform. So that's it, guys. I hope that you found these tips helpful. Don't forget, you can actually download the checklist. The link is right there in the description box. I also have it on my website, and the link is also there in the description box. Also, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Remember, the reason why you have this pillow is to remind you that the color of the subscribe button is red, and I want you to help us meet our goal of 500 subscribers before the end of this month. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any concerns, questions, challenges, especially with blogging, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will definitely respond to you. Don't forget, you have 20% off if you're a subscriber of my platform already, and you can actually get my ebook, and the link and the code as well is right there in the description box. Oh no, sorry, it's on the website. So guys, make sure to subscribe to my platform, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye bye.